What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and hope you're all having yourselves a great weekend. We are here for week 13, one day away. Eagles-Ravens, going to be the Eagles' toughest match, but also the Ravens' toughest matchup to date. So, going to be a battle of two very, very good teams, and I think this Eagles team continues to shut the haters up and show why they are, in my opinion, the best team in the NFL. But they've got themselves a tough test in the Ravens here. So getting excited about this game. Hope you're doing the same. Hope you're having a great holiday. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Hope you enjoyed your day. And I've got some time to spend with some family here this weekend as well. So stay safe out there. Have a great time. I will be hopefully live later. It might be a late one tonight for Sicko Saturday, but of course the pregame show tomorrow. So I'll be talking to you guys, but I'd love to hear from you down below in the comments. Anything on your mind, you got score predictions, questions, comments, whatever it is, love to hear from you. Appreciate you guys hitting that like button, sharing this stuff, subscribing to the channel. All that stuff truly, truly means the world to me. So thankful for each and every one of you. Let's jump right into this bad boy. Had some news dropped earlier. If you guys missed it, Johnny Wilson has been ruled out for this game. So down a wide receiver. We already know DeVonta Smith is questionable. So that's one of the depth pieces gone. So the Eagles go ahead. They officially placed Ben VanSumeren on IR. Season looks to be over here. So that's very unfortunate. Kid was playing well as a special teamer, getting a few snaps at fullback at about 20-some this year so far. So loved what he was able to bring to the table, but unfortunate. So the Eagles go ahead and sign Paris Campbell to the active roster off of their practice squad. So look, that's not a great sign for DeVonta Smith, but hey, Johnny Wilson's out. So maybe they're just being precautious here, but they have the open spot because of Ben VanSumeren. I'm sure they'll change, make some moves next week. So that's what's going on there. Let's talk about these elevations for both teams, of course. We'll get into what their teams will look like for tomorrow's game. You'll see the updated depth charts as well as these elevations. So started off with the Eagles. They elevated CJ Uzomah. That is the last time he could be elevated. That is his third and final time. And Ochaun Mathis. So not KJ Henry, not Teron Jackson, but Ochaun Mathis. And we talked about him when we signed him the other day. You can go check that video out. But I'm excited about him. And seems that, with a little bit over a week under his belt, Eagles are ready to give him some snaps, maybe some special teams, most likely. But, if need be, you never know what could happen. So you want to have depth there at edge. And here's our IR. These are the guys you will not see on this depth chart. But Bradbury, Clark, and now we just placed Graham and Huff and VanSumeren on there. Byron Young still there. So missing a lot of pieces. Very unfortunate. But let's take a look at what this team looks like now. And hey, I did enjoy having that fullback position there, but, well, I got rid of it now because Ben VanSumeren is on IR. So unfortunate, but no more plays with a fullback. And then you see Johnny Wilson. He is out. And, hey, you never know. Maybe there's someone else they want to use at fullback, one of these big linemen. Never mind. We'll get into that another time. But Johnny Wilson, he is out for this game. And we talked about DeVonta being questionable. So you got Brown, you got Dotson. Now we've got Campbell, Covey, Nye Smith. So you've got some options here. If DeVonta is out, next man up, let's effing go. And you see Uzomah there with Goddard and Calcaterra making him the third tight end. So everything else, good to go on the Eagles offense. Do not care, about injuries. It sucks. I want DeVonta to be healthy. He's one of the best in the game. But next man up, as I always say, run the damn ball. You got Jalen Hurts. You got Goddard. You got A.J. Brown. So, let's rock and roll. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, we know Darius Slay is out, so Isaiah Rodgers will step in. Sidney Brown banged up, and, he came off of that IR, or actually I think he was on the PUP list. And Tristan McCollum, been able to get some reps because Brown just, trying to still get under, the system under his belt. So, we'll hope he's healthy, good to go, and continue to get healthier. But you see that VanSumeren is gone now, so it's just Burks and Trotter as the depth pieces and special teamers. But Ochaun Mathis there. Different room now. You got Sweat and Smith. And then Jalix Hunt. You've heard me talk about him since before the draft. How much I wanted this kid. Excited to see him with some extended reps here. Charles Harris was claimed from the Lions there. So we're going to hope to get him rocking and rolling. And then you see Ochaun Mathis elevated from the practice squad. So you've got some guys here. We'll see who is inactive tomorrow. But, that is what the team will look like for tomorrow. We'll find out about Smith and Brown before the game. Now here's the special teams department. Everybody healthy, good to go there. Love to see somebody break one here. Go check out the Top Matchup show where we talk about all of that. But now let's get a look at the Ravens. And the Ravens actually placed Charlie Kolar and Arthur Maulet. We talked about them yesterday. They are both listed out for the game, but now they find themselves on IR. So we'll get into all the rest of what the depth chart looks like, but let's talk about these elevations first. So William Kwenku, the linebacker, he was elevated. And then Chris Wormley, defensive lineman, was also elevated. So we're going to take a look at their depth chart. But here is their IR first. These are the guys you will not see on the list. And as I mentioned, Kolar added onto that list. And then, of course, you have Arthur Maulet there now. TJ Tampa is down there. I'm not sure why the outline got all jacked up there. That's fantastic. Canva, why do you always do this to me? But that is what their IR looks like right now. Let's take a look at their team. You see Kolar gone. They didn't elevate a tight end, so they're going to be working with Andrews and likely as their two tight ends there. But you see everyone else healthy, good to go there. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we talked about it. Maulet now on IR, but as I mentioned the other day, Wiggins, Stevens, Humphrey, White, those are their main corners, so they'll be just fine there. And on the edge, Kyle Van Noy is doubtful. Didn't add anybody there, but as we mentioned, Owe, Isaac, Robinson, Ojabo there. And then I'm not sure why it didn't add the defensive lineman. It saved these things all weird, apparently. Canva, you kill me with this stuff, dude. But I did have him added. Chris Wormley there as the defensive lineman. And then linebacker, you had Kwenku there. So, sure, I guess they don't want to put that stuff in there, but that is so hilarious because I sit here and create these graphics. I take all this time, and it's like I pay all this money to do that. You see their special teams department is good to go, but it's just funny to me that I have to save things, but then I have to check and make sure that they're not upset and that they saved it the right way. So, it just drives me wild. I'm actually trying to go through my phone right now just to find it because it drives me insane. And I want you guys to know that I put all this work in, make sure all this stuff's there, and then that's what they do to me. But as you can see, Wormley right there. And then you can see Kwenku there as well. Canva, we're going to have a nice little talk here. But anyways, I hope you're all having a great weekend. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hopefully later tonight. Might be a late one, like I said, for Sicko Saturday. Hope to see you live. But if I don't see you then, hopefully I'll see you for the pregame show. But I'd love to hear from you down below. If you got anything from this video, do me a favor, hit that like button, share this bad boy, subscribe to the channel. Have yourselves a great Saturday night. But until next time, I'm Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, go Birds!